What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Grok Is Pumping. So welcome everybody that is now tuning in. Today is my second live stream today. We had one earlier when I was in the pool doing a cold plunge. So right now we're actually going to go ahead and be talking about the charts. Hopefully this is looking pretty good. Go ahead and comment down below. Hope all of you are having a great day, good night, good morning, good afternoon. And as always, go ahead and smash that like button. Completely free, doesn't cost anything. Let's go ahead and fix that setup right there. Should be a little good. Welcome for everybody that is tuning in. Smash that like button. So let me go ahead and post my link onto the channel. Give me 1 second. And it looks like the markets are slowly picking up, right? So actually a pretty good sign. Let's go ahead and get this up and running. See if there's any way that, dude, the brightness on my freaking camera is insane. See if that helps. Lower my monitor screen. Let's see. That should be a little better. Okay, that should be all set. I think the camera looks a lot better now. Need to fix my settings when I get back home and all that. Look way too bright. But anyways, welcome everyone. If you are watching this pre-recorded, go ahead and smash that like button for me. How's it going, Happy? Thank you for being here today. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. And as always, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. Currently giving all the way up to $20,000 in sign-up bonuses. No KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to go ahead and create an account. This is one of the best ways to go ahead and help support the channel. And today we're going to go ahead and talk about Grok, one of those tokens that have been trending. Haven't really talked about it until today, earlier today, and or night, depending on when you're watching this. But I do feel like the breakout's going to be coming very soon for Grok. So I do think this is something we definitely need to go ahead and talk about today. So definitely go ahead and support the channel by smashing that like button, as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and see this. I think I'm trying to fix my camera as good as possible. There you go. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and talk about Grok. Hope all of you are having a great day, great night, good morning, good afternoon. Go ahead and smash that like button for me if you are now in the live stream. So let's go ahead and pull out the charts with Grok, and I do believe some sort of breakout will be coming very soon, and that's actually the reason why Grok is actually one of my biggest holdings right now at the moment. And I do believe that we are, getting close to some sort of breakout. We did actually dump a lot earlier today or earlier tonight, depending, as I mentioned, the time they're watching this or your time zone. But we actually had a massive dump that actually went on today. Literally almost got freaking close to getting liquidated. So it was actually quite scary. I'm not going to go ahead and lie to you. But I was like literally almost panicking because I got so close to getting freaking wrecked. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Grok. We kind of talked about it earlier today about the reason why I'm extremely bullish on Grok and why I think this is definitely going to go ahead and approach its previous all-time high, which we actually don't see right here on MEXC. But if we actually go ahead and head over to DEX tools, we could actually go and see what was its previous all-time high on Grok, and actually it doesn't show it. Interesting. But I know its market cap was over 120 something million, so like I know we could go ahead and approach that. I mean, currently right now, total market cap at 71 million. So we did actually go ahead and dump today, and it looks like we are getting that pump coming in. What is going on, Soul? Thank you. Rick the Rooster is the Roaster. Rick the Roaster, good evening, brother. I have a few questions I'd like to ask, or even better, I'd like to talk to you about. Buy and sell my coins. How can I get in touch with you? Hey, what's up, Rick? You can go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter at ALTCOIN John if you want to go ahead and reach out to me. That's one of the best ways to go ahead and communicate with me is by reaching out to me on Twitter. Just feel free to DM me. This is my Twitter right here, ALTCOIN John. You can go ahead and send me a DM message on there. And yeah, definitely looking forward to talking to you, Rick. Hope you're having a good day, good evening, good afternoon. So let's go ahead and look into the charts on Grok right now at the moment. So currently right now, Grok is actually sitting at 10.83. We actually went pretty freaking low today. I think we went as low as 9.20, so I was actually very, very close to getting liquidated. And you know, this kind of pump that we're seeing right now, it's a big relief on my end, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable for later on today when I go ahead and head over to sleep. But as always, obviously when I'm trading pretty big positions, I like to go ahead and keep, you know, half awake, half asleep, especially during some sort of breakout to the upside. So I do think that right now Grok is going to go ahead and make new all-time highs very soon. I did mention a while back, I think it was on yesterday's video actually, we talked last night how there is a possibility of some sort of cup and handle pattern forming on 4 hourly. I'm not sure if it's still, you know, considered a cup and handle at this point, if it's even still validated, if we can still validate it. But this is what I said I was looking at. I mean, right now it looks a little weird now, so we could even say it's probably like a W pattern that we're forming now. So I guess the W pattern now, no longer a cup and handle pattern, at least on the 4 hourly. But I would go ahead and say that we do have a strong area of resistance around the 0.13 to the 14, so around this zone right here. I think as soon as we do go ahead and break above the 0.11, I'm freaking lagging. I apologize. I don't know why I'm freaking lagging. What's going on? As soon as we go ahead and break this area of resistance right here, then our next target to go ahead and break would be around the 0.14 zone. And as soon as we break through this, chat, we're going to go ahead and freaking moon. I do think that we could go ahead and approach the levels of 25 and above. So definitely looking forward to that. Really, really bullish with the Grok right now at the moment. Obviously, if we do go ahead and, you know, can't break above this zone right here, the 0.11 zone, and we get rejected, we're more than likely probably going to fall below, and Grok will go ahead and continue to make newer lows, which is obviously not a good sign when it comes to some sort of uptrend momentum to the upside, right? But looking at the 1 hourly, we do see that support has been respected so far. Now we have actually, I don't know why, I actually noticed it kind of reminds me of the Pepe 2.0 chart, how we had like a massive pump to the upside, then we had some sort of fake out and then a dump, retested the areas, broke out, and then hopefully we go ahead and break to the upside. So that's actually quite interesting. I just realized that. Never noticed that. But yeah, right now Grok is looking pretty good in my opinion. Let's go ahead and switch over to the 15-minute chart, see what's going on. So at the 15-minute chart right now, as I mentioned, we need to go ahead and break above the zone. As long as we can go ahead and break above 11 and stay above it and retest this 13, we should go ahead and be seeing some sort of breakout probably by the end of the weekend, I believe, maybe even sooner. Maybe we have this pump tomorrow or tonight, right? So definitely excited for Grok, man. And the reason why is because of the Elon Musk hype. You know how every freaking token that Elon Musk literally, or not token, but anything Elon Musk related always pumps. And we talked about this earlier today when I was taking a cold plunge, and I mentioned how anything that's freaking Elon Musk freaking takes off. Like, people just love the narrative, love it for whatever reason, and that's kind of the reason why I'm actually very bullish on Grok. I had a buddy of mine who actually told me about Grok since literally the first week that it came out, and I never bought it because I thought it was already too late to the party, and I just saw that thing rocket all the way up to like over 120 million market cap plus. And as soon as I saw an entry, which this is the reason why I always say don't chase the hype, right? As soon as I saw an entry that I felt comfortable with, that's actually when I entered Grok, and I believe I entered Grok actually yesterday, and I'm holding on to a pretty nice position, right? So if this does break out to my price target is 0.25. I do believe that we could definitely go ahead and break above that. Obviously 0.25 is just like my short term, I would say it'd be my short-term obstacle that we could go ahead and reach out. But I do believe that as soon as we break through this resistance, we could go ahead and see some bullish momentum breaking through and possibly going over that new all-time high. So I'm really excited to go ahead and trade this token. And this token, you can actually go ahead and trade on MEXC. So I'm actually using leverage on Grok, using 10x leverage. So if you want to go ahead and do that as well, we are giving a $20,000 sign-up bonuses on MEXC. No KYC, literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. If you want to go ahead and support me, use my link down below. But this is one of my preferred platforms. And as soon as I go ahead and take profits, I'll go ahead and show you what my position looks like. But these are going to be some very, very nice juicy gains, and I'm really excited for this to actually go ahead and happen. Hopefully it does happen, but I do expect some sort of breakout coming very soon on Grok. If we actually go ahead and head over on DEX tools, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what we're looking at as far as stats. But what is going on, Vernon? How's it going, bro? Long time no see. Hope you're having a good day today, man. Vernon says, what's up, John? Been waiting for you to stream. It's great. You are live now. Hope you've made some more money. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I haven't made any more money today. I've actually lost a little bit. I think I lost a little bit over $2,300, which is not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. I was actually very close to getting wrecked on my Grok position, which is probably one of my biggest positions I've ever had so far. So I'm really excited for that breakout to happen. I think that's probably going to be one of my biggest trades hopefully with this breakout. I think that'd be really cool if we could go ahead and make this happen. So crossing my fingers this trade does go through, but I did end up taking a loss on Wojak for like $2,300, I believe it was, or something like that, or 3,000. I don't remember. I don't even want to check, to be honest, but I closed my position at a loss to go ahead and provide more margin to my position on Grok, right? So I bought the dip a little bit more, and I also provided more margin to my position. So I'm feeling really, really confident and comfortable on this Grok position. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and see. But I feel very bullish on this. And if that's the case, it's probably going to be my biggest trade that I've ever had so far, I think, up to date. So I'm really excited for that to go ahead and happen. But how are you doing, man? How are you doing? So let's go ahead and look at Grok right now, currently sitting in a total market cap of 73.20 million market cap with liquidity at 1.65 million, 12.66 thousand holders, and about $7.64 million in volume on the 24-hour. This is solely on DEX tools. I'm sure these exchanges are probably pulling 20 million plus of volume right now at the moment. And yeah, so it was actually created back on November 3rd. So it's been pumping pretty much these last couple weeks. And there was some FUD that something happened with Grok and the team, that this thing actually dumped, and it was all this BS. It actually dumped about 80%, and then as soon as I saw that dip happen, that's when I went ahead and I took advantage of the dip and then actually bought into Grok. So I do believe that Grok could go ahead and approach at 100 million plus market cap once again, but I also believe that this is going to be a really good token to go ahead and trade. So is this the right token I'm looking at? Let me see. Pretty sure it is. 1095, 1093. Yeah, it is. Okay, so welcome everyone. Please go ahead and smash that like button for me. I see about 8 of you watching right now and only 4 likes. So go ahead and smash that like button for me. Completely free. Doesn't cost you anything. Another project that I've been hearing about that's going to be really, really massive is Starship. Apparently this is going to be another big one. I don't know the reason why. I think something with Elon related as well. So definitely go ahead and keep this one on the watch list. I was talking to a buddy of mine about this one, and apparently this is like a super bullish project. I mean, you do need to be on the lookout. There's no liquidity that has been found that's locked. Currently sitting at 2.12 million market cap and about 1,022,000 holders, or 1.22 thousand, and it was created back on 11/14. So actually a couple days ago. And we're kind of actually seeing the same momentum that we've saw with Grok as well, right? So apparently this is something related to Elon, I think. Starship was created over for. So, you know, it looks like we are entering some sort of meme coin season. And if Grok does go ahead and pump to breaking those new all-time highs, I do believe that we are going to have a lot of these meme tokens taking off as well. So that is definitely something excited to go ahead and be on the lookout for. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0, overall sentiment of the market, and what we could be expecting moving forward as well, right? Alrighty, so let's go into it. Had to take a water break real quick. Apologize for that. Let's go ahead and look into the fear and greed. So currently right now, fear and greed sitting at 63. So it looks like we are currently still at a greed. Not too surprising. We're going to go ahead and see how it goes in the next 20 hours. But we know how we talked about that. You know, the more greedy people get, the higher the corrections, the higher the pumps. So just be very, very careful with this very, very volatile market. And then looking at crypto bubbles right now, looking at that 1 hourly, we do see a little bit of small little pumps here and there. On the daily, pretty much a lot more red. As I mentioned, I think this is more of a like buying a dip opportunity. I do think this is definitely going to go ahead and recover, hopefully during this week or during the weekend. But overall, I'm pretty bullish in this market. I'm not feeling it bearish whatsoever. Let's go ahead and look into Bitcoin. Actually, I wanted to go ahead and show you this tweet real quick that I found actually really interesting. I don't know how real this is, so go ahead and take this with a grain of salt. But I saw this tweet literally a couple minutes ago right now before I went live. And this person tweeted, it looks like Grok is in an accumulation zone. Two bullish things, still a lot of volume. Holder count keeps on increasing. At 0.15, we have a strong resistance. Once we break through it, we are ready for all-time high and beyond. We are ready for Grok Hella or whatever the frick they're saying. And he shows some charts right here. Apparently, this is the accumulation phase, is a state of consolidation. It is a phase after a downtrend and before a breakout to the upside occurs. This is what they attach. I really take a lot of this freaking Twitter, freaking like TA dude, like with the grain of salt, because I see a lot of like these crypto influencers talk about like these meme tokens getting ready to break out, and they show you like the dumbest freaking pattern, like the most bearish pattern, like a head and shoulders pattern, talking about it's gonna break over to the upside. Like I take all of that with a grain of salt, but I also think that Grok is going to go ahead and pump, and it has some sort of momentum to the upside. And it seems like I'm not the only person that believes that. I think a good amount of people believe that as well. And I've actually joined their Telegram, and the people are very active there. I think they have a really good community. So Grok has a community, it has a hype, it has a name, it's trending right now. Like I think there's everything in Grok's favor to really go ahead and take off to the upside. So for that reason, I'm extremely bullish on Grok. But as always, none of this is financial advice, solely my opinion. But let's go ahead and look into, if you were looking for an entry point, I would say right now would be a good entry point. Any price that you could get during these levels right now are good entry points. To go ahead and wait obviously for some sort of confirmation that we are back on an uptrend. We would like to go ahead and see a break above 0.10 and hold above this area of support, and then testing this area of resistance one more time will more than likely indicate that we are going to go ahead and surpass, possibly making new all-time highs. So if you actually go ahead and measure this from where we're at right now roughly to its resistance point, which is about only a 34% pump, which is actually not that far away. And if you want to go ahead and measure it from its all-time high, you could go ahead and see that's about 136% pump, which is nothing too crazy either. But I do believe that this thing could go ahead and approach probably double of what it actually previously did, because now, from my understanding, the developer actually ended up burning a little bit over $2 million a few days ago, which actually caused hyped into Grok and gave the indication to a lot of people that it's telling us that the developer is not going to go nowhere. It's not going to go ahead and pull the rug, whatever the case is, right? So I think Grok is going to be one of those projects that will definitely go ahead and, have a really good trading setup for a lot of these opportunities moving forward because of the volatility and the hype behind it. So be on the lookout for Grok, as I mentioned. Those are the entry points. But let's go ahead and talk about Pepe 2, because I know a lot of you are Pepe 2.0 holders, and I definitely want to go ahead and keep you up to date on that. Currently not holding on to a Pepe 2.0 position. As I mentioned, I am currently all in on Grok. That's how bullish I am. But let's go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0 and see what's going on today. So let's go ahead and start off with the daily. Looking at the daily, we were talking about this area of support being, or at least this area being an area of support. Look, so far we have held that area of support and we have broke above it. As long as we go ahead and continue to hold above this area right here, this is going to be extremely bullish. And as soon as we break that zone right there, we will be entering around the 5379. This would be a full-on indicator of some sort of bullish uptrend to the upside. We still could go ahead and obviously get rejected, but we are more than likely probably going to go ahead and pump. We are seeing the RSIs getting ready to cross, and we are seeing some sort of possible cup and handle pattern getting ready to break out to the upside. So if you actually go ahead and measure this from where we're at right now to its previous all-time high, you're talking about a possible 113% pump, which is really doable. And I do think that that's, as soon as we go ahead and break through this, we will be approaching the 40 million plus market cap very soon. I did mention that the 40 million plus market cap is a very critical area of resistance psychologically. So as soon as we break 40 million market cap, this thing's gonna rocket. I do believe we could go ahead and see it approach the 60 to 80 and even the 100 million market cap zone. So I think right now Pepe 2.0 is looking extremely bullish in my opinion. And as that one as well, you could actually go ahead and trade Pepe 2.0 on MEXC. So go ahead and support the channel. I know I'm kind of shilling you down on the MEXC, but as I mentioned, it does help support me. So if you want to go ahead and support me, go ahead and use my link down below. But I have been trading Pepe 2.0. You could also go ahead and do it on spot if you don't want to be holding on to any, or you don't want to do any futures trading on MEXC. You could actually go ahead and do spot for Grok and Pepe 2.0. And I mentioned how when it comes to exchanges, it's actually low-key a little bit better in my opinion than trading on a decentralized exchange if you don't have an actual good system like a trading bot to go ahead and do this, because you actually get wrecked more on the MEV bot fees and on the transaction cost. So I think you're better off going to an exchange that does list some of these tokens and take advantage of the easy liquidity to go in and get out of a trade very quickly. So yeah, so looking for an entry point on Pepe 2.0, ideally it would be anywhere around the zone. I think right now this is a good buying opportunity in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but I think anything right now with a lot of these tokens right now, it's a really good time to go ahead and start loading up if you didn't load up around here. Obviously ideally loading up in the bottom is the best, because you could actually go ahead and take advantage of some massive pumps to the upside. I mean, even from there that would have been about a 23-25% pump, which using leverage would have been freaking insane. And if you actually go ahead and measure this from that previous bottom to this top, that's about 166%, right? So definitely this is usually the area of accumulation you want to go ahead and do, but also this is a pretty good zone to go ahead and jump in before it does hopefully break to the upside, right? So let's go ahead and look at the stats with Pepe 2.0 and see what is going on at the moment. So looking at Pepe 2.0, currently sitting at 20 million market cap, 1.64 million of liquidity, 12.13 thousand holders, and currently only doing about $276,000 of volume. So the volume is relatively pretty low, but as I mentioned, overall right now it does look pretty good in my opinion. We are getting ready possibly to the next breakout to the upside, and even zooming out on the daily, it does look like some sort of head and shoulders, no, sorry, not head and shoulders, cup and handle pattern forming. So it does look like as soon as we go ahead and break above this this area of resistance, which is around the 7 zone, we are going to go ahead and rocket and then start approaching this next area, which is going to be the 14,441, which would be eating another zero. So looking really bullish on Pepe 2. Hopefully I could go ahead and get that breakout on Grok soon to go ahead and take profits and then pivot and add a little bit to a position onto Pepe 2, so I could go ahead and ride that wave again as well and again, because Pepe 2.0 did actually make me quite a bit of money, and I'm definitely looking forward to having it make me more money as well. So for all those tuning in right now, go ahead and make sure to comment down below, due to the fact that this is just a quick little live stream, so I will go ahead and end it in a couple minutes. But for any of those that are currently still watching, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and most importantly, comment down below if there's anything you want me to go ahead and talk about, particularly at the moment. Another play I want to go ahead and leave you with is Bonk. Bonk is actually one that I've been mentioning how bullish I've been. I mean, Solana has been pumping like crazy, so maybe we could go ahead and look into a little bit into Solana and see how Solana is doing. But as I mentioned, typically this thing pumps with Solana, and I do believe that this thing's going to be approaching new all-time highs, because Solana will be making new all-time highs as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at Solana in the meantime. What's up, Moon Joker? How's it going, bro? Man, I'm sorry. I got the burps, man. I literally ate freaking Taco Bell, and I'm like over here burping everything. Yeah, but I'm a little exhausted right now. I do want to go ahead, start getting ready to go to sleep. But John, Grok 2.0 also there. Let's go ahead and take out Grok 2.0. It's on MEXC as well. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming it's probably this one right here, created 8 days ago. Moon Joker says Grok could be like Pepe and Grok 2.0 can be like Pepe 2.0. 100%, bro. 100%. Is this the correct one that you're talking about? Contract ending in B9EA. This thing's just freaking pumping like crazy, man. But let's go ahead and wait for confirmation. In the meantime, no, it's not that one. Which one's Grok 2.0 then? What's the contract address end in? Comment down below what's the address that it ends in. Grok 2.0 has 1 million market cap and about 100k liquidity. Okay, this one has about 2 million. So I think it's this one. So I guess it's a 2.0. You know how I feel, chat, when it comes to a lot of these tokens that are like pumping like this. There's not really much TA we could talk about. But usually with the hype of original Grok, I'm sure some Grok 2.0 could definitely go ahead and be another play as well. So if this is the one you want to go ahead and take a look at Grok 2.0. I probably won't be entering a position on this. But with the hype, I do believe that this could be a possibility of us being able to make some money on this. Just be on the lookout for this. Currently sitting at 2 million market cap, about 170,000 of liquidity. Liquidity doesn't seem to be locked. And actually, you know what's a really good sign? It actually only has about a total supply of 100 million. So this could actually be, this could actually go as high as $1. So you know what? I might actually consider watching this. So I'm gonna actually add this to my watch list. Add it to my watch list. This could be definitely big. You know, this thing could definitely go ahead and realistically, no cap, could go ahead and hit $1 because of the low total supply they have. So this thing's definitely going to go ahead and pump. When it comes to trades like this, I don't even want to go ahead and kind of guess where the top or the bottom is. I would just buy in, obviously not financial advice. All right, Moon Joker says it's not this one either. Oh, well, this one's actually kind of seems pretty bullish too, in my opinion. By the way, 100 million market supply. Who knows if this is a honeypot or not? But I'll definitely go ahead and keep this one on my watch list too, because you know, 100 million total supply is actually pretty good. Oh, it tells you right here. This token must be unsellable. Be aware. Do your own research before buying it. Okay, so there we go. We just got the warning. So no, don't buy this Grok 2.0. This one might be a freaking scam, but dude, if this was real, 100 million market cap would have been freaking insane. All right, so I just went ahead and I showed the address. Show the address, please. That'd be great. Okay, awesome. Yo, Billy, how's it going, bro? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good day today. Moon Joker says the Chinese well of CZ tweet on Grok could be big. Okay, let's go ahead and see which one the address is. Grok 2.0. This is a prime example of why you always have to ask for addresses. When people are asking for a token, always double check with the address, due to the fact that there's a lot of these scammers that try to go ahead and have the same name, and if you're just looking it up through the name, you're going to get wrecked. Imagine if I would have bought the other one, I would have gotten freaking wrecked. It looks like this one took a massive dump, so maybe have this one on your watch list. Could be worth maybe a pump. I mean, it looks almost the same chart as freaking original Grok original. So I think Moon Joker actually jumped into something, and I think he might be right. It looks like possibly, you know, Grok 2.0 was going to be moving with Grok. So you know, that means that potentially this thing could probably go to 10 million market cap and above. So definitely have this one on your watch list. I'm going to be eyeing this one. As I mentioned, I won't be entering any more trades just because I'm pretty heavily onto Grok right now at the moment. It's actually one of my biggest positions, and I don't have any more room to go ahead and move with. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to my original Grok position, and Grok 2.0 actually seems to be moving very closely to original Grok. So we're going to go ahead and see how things go. Hopefully it's just one of those where we could go ahead and check the way it moves and actually kind of predict some sort of pump. And that's what it actually kind of looks like. I mean, this chart looks exactly the same thing as Grok original on the MEXC, trading platform. So it's actually quite interesting. Vernon says, John, it was nice to be with you here on live again, but I have school tomorrow, so sadly I gotta go, man. Catch you later, though. May the gains be with you. I appreciate you a lot, Vernon, man, and have a good day at school, bro. Definitely looking forward to seeing you again, man. I really do appreciate you for at least doing the effort for showing up, and of course, as always, all of you as well. Billy Blockchain says just got off of work. Nice, bro. Nice. Hope you had a great day today. So right now, overall, I mean, I think we found a couple plays. Shout out to Moon Joker, always coming up with the plays. Grok 2.0 could be one of those as well. Let me get rid of this one. Starship, I heard, could be another good one, so definitely have this one on your watch list. And anything related to the Solana projects like Samo, and then the I forgot what the other one was. Bonk. I would go more for Bonk. I was trading a little bit of Samo, made some money, but honestly, I think you're better off going on with Bonk, unless the Samo liquidity kind of picks up a little bit more. But I would rather trade Bonk because of the volatility that it has compared to Samo. So if you are looking to go ahead and trade anything and take advantage of the Solana pumping, I would say check out Bonk. Samo is a good one too, but it's not as good as Bonk. Trust me, I've already traded both pairs, and for me personally, I prefer trading Bonk over Samo. And that's because of the volatility. I feel like the volatility, it's a lot bigger on Bonk, and when it takes off, and Samo is like kind of slow. Like, it doesn't do the same thing. Billy says Bonk has community. See, I don't even know that. I don't even listen, or I don't even follow any of these tokens. Honestly, I really don't follow any of their communities. I mostly just look at the charts, but I'm sure they do have a huge ass community. I mean, look at this, 169 million market cap with about very low liquidity, but they're listed on a lot of these exchanges, and they have over 1.15 million holders. For whatever reason, they have so many freaking holders. I don't know why, but this is the reason why I'm bullish on Bonk. I mean, the fact that it has such a big market cap and a huge amount of holders, yet it still pumps like freaking crazy. You can't make any of this shit up. I mean, look at this on the daily. I think it actually broke above its all-time high. Yeah, it actually did. Nice. Approached 28, so I'm probably going to be looking to enter another trade very soon on Bonk, and hopefully ride it all the way to the top again. I think we could be approaching the 45 zone, so it's looking really good in my opinion. Billy says lots of salami, Pepe, peeps talk about it daily. See, I didn't even know that. I'm not a Solana head, so I don't know about any of that. So apparently it is, Bonk is pretty big. I didn't know about any of that. See, now that I trade a lot of these, now that I'm trading on platforms such as MEXC and you doing leverage trading, I really don't care too much about what the community is, what it's like. I really don't look at any of that anymore. I just look at certain chart patterns that I understand, breakouts, and I just trade them. I do think that definitely doing the research of actually seeing if there's a community will go ahead and make your prediction probably a lot more stronger. But solely these last couple literally days, I've been not even with Pepe anymore either. I don't even have to check their Twitter to understand what's going on. I just mostly look at these breakouts on a lot of these meme tokens. But then again, the meme tokens that I'm trading right now are mostly listed on MEXC because I would rather utilize leverage. But that's the reason why I really don't look too much into the communities anymore. Due to the fact that these are tokens that are listed on exchanges, and typically when tokens are listed on exchanges, they're going to be a little bit more respected when it comes to support and resistance and major breakouts, because now it has the attention of a lot of other investors and big whales looking to go ahead and enter a trade, as opposed to trading this on a decentralized exchange, right? So I do think it brings in more eyeballs, and it does have a better respect when it comes to TA when it gets listed on an exchange, at least temporary, right? So Solana is looking to go ahead and enter support. I think Solana could go ahead and go as low as even 56 or even around 54 would be a really good buy-in zone for Solana. And I do believe as soon as we go ahead and find some area of support, we are going to be approaching the $80 plus mark. So for that reason, I would be extremely bullish on trading any meme token related to Solana. So definitely have that on your watch list. And we're just going to go ahead and look at the DXY, look at Bitcoin, and we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Super freaking tired today, honestly. Pretty tired today. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night very early. And I'll go ahead and catch all of you, later on today, depending on the time zone you're watching, on a stream. Hopefully we wake up with massive gains, right? But looking at the DXY right now, it looks like the DXY does look like it's trying to have a reversal. Hopefully the DXY does go ahead and get rejected and stay under the 104. I mean, realistically, we could even go ahead and go as high as 105 before we go ahead and find our way down. But the sooner we could go ahead and get rejected here, the more bullish is going to look for crypto, and it's going to be looking really solid for the market overall, approaching $40,000 Bitcoin in the near future, maybe in the next 3 weeks. And Bitcoin right now looks like it's consolidating. I do think that a lot of shorts are probably still adding more to the position. So what I believe is going to happen, I believe Bitcoin is going to be having some sort of a short squeeze going on, causing Bitcoin to go ahead and break through this area of resistance at the $38,000. So I do think that as soon as we get that breakout to the upside, I think the markets are going to freaking love it. And that's going to go hand in hand with Pepe 2.0, the bonks, the Groks. It's going to be super bullish in my opinion. So I'm really looking forward and cheering for Bitcoin to go ahead and break through $38,000. I think it's very possible. A lot of people are very bearish, and for that reason, I believe it's super possible. And there's a high probability Bitcoin will go ahead and approach $40,000 in the near future. Billy says the DXY is the only ticker we hope goes down. LOL. 100%, man. 100%. For all those that don't understand how the DXY moves, typically, and it's not all the time, right? Because sometimes Bitcoin lags and sometimes Bitcoin just likes to do whatever the fuck it wants to do. But ideally, typically with the DXY, it means it's every time the DXY goes up in value, typically crypto goes down and vice versa, right? Every time the DXY goes down, Bitcoin goes up. That's why these last 2 days we had a little bit of shake up in the market, right? It doesn't mean we can't go ahead and have another green day and Bitcoin still actually go ahead and pump, right? But typically it does go ahead and follow. So basically, to go ahead and put it in shortest terms, the DXY is the US dollar index, meaning the strength of the dollar, and typically, for whatever reason, it's correlated to the stock market and crypto, which makes no fucking sense. But until we go ahead and get that decouple from the DXY to Bitcoin, I think that's when the biggest bull run is going to happen. So I'm cheering and hoping and crossing my fingers that we have some sort of a US dollar collapse, and I think that's going to definitely go ahead and bring a lot of pain into the markets globally, but it's going to definitely go ahead and bring a bull run into the crypto market. So I'm definitely looking forward to some sort of dollar collapsing in order for us to go ahead and have that massive bull run that I believe we could go ahead and approach over $100,000 Bitcoin in the near future. I'm talking about 2 years from now, right? So don't get too excited. But yeah, overall, everything's looking pretty good in the market. I'm feeling extremely bullish. I mean, later on today is Friday, or maybe for a lot of you it is Friday already today. But overall, everything's looking good. I think Grok's getting ready to go ahead and break out. As I mentioned, you can go ahead and trade a lot of these pairs on MEXC. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with these tokens one more time. Keep your eyes out on Grok 2.0. I haven't entered a position, not looking to enter one yet. I'm just going to go ahead and eye this. So this is a high risk, high reward play, but it kind of looks like it does move with Grok. This contract address ends in F224, so shout out to Moon Joker for that one. Starship, I've been hearing that this is going to be a next big one, something related with Elon Musk as well. Looks like it's having the same freaking breakout as Grok when it first launched, so keep your eyes on this one. Another play I'm not going to really touch right now at the moment. Right now I'm just focusing on leverage trading. But Grok 2.0 and Starship could be probably, 2 other tokens you could go ahead and jump into. And then anything related to the Solana meme token space, I would say ideally with the best volatility would be Bonk. So keep your eyes on that one. And then, as always, you know, my favorite tokens, the Pepe 2.0 and the Pepes. I really wouldn't touch the Wojaks right now. I'm not liking the volatility. I hate it. I hate when it dumps, and when it pumps, it doesn't really pump too much. So I just don't think there's enough momentum in Wojak, and there isn't enough whales looking to go ahead and trade Wojak. So when it does dump, it freaking dumps like crazy, and it takes forever to go ahead and break through the areas of resistance. So for that reason, I wouldn't recommend Wojak. I actually took a loss today on Wojak. I think it was either $3,000 or $2,500, and it was to go ahead and add more onto my Wojak position. So I wouldn't touch Wojak in my opinion, at least not right now. And in Wall Street memes, currently right now, not either. I'm not going to touch that for a bit. FTT is actually another good one to go ahead and trade, by the way. But as always, Pepe and Pepe 2.0 would be the ideal ones, in my opinion. And if you want to go ahead and support the channel, as always, go ahead and make sure to reach out to me on Twitter at ALTCOIN. Feel free to DM me. I go ahead and post a lot of my freaking trades here. So a little bit of lifestyle events too, like what I do when I'm not trading. So definitely go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter and send me a message. And as always, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. I trade a lot of these tokens that we talked about on leverage, and as soon as I do go ahead and close my positions, I'll show you my positions that I'm taking profits in. And if you want to go ahead and see what my profits look like after I take them, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. As I mentioned, I post a lot of my trades right here as well. This was a few days ago. This was a couple days ago as well, right here, bonk, and you see the dates and everything, so you can actually go ahead and see all the trades that I post around right here. But moving forward, as I always mention, just because I have whales speculating my channel, I don't want to go ahead and give out my positions like that anymore. Maybe when I do create a private group chat, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and show my live positions until I go ahead and take profits. I'll go ahead and show you what my portfolio is looking like and all that, but I'm not going to go ahead and show my entry or even what my margin looks like. Yeah, 100%. Just like Billy said, even when you're not trading, you're trading 100%. We're always trading. I told myself I wasn't going to trade for the last couple of days, and then I took some very massive freaking wins. So stay disciplined. That's what I got to say. Stay disciplined, because I think I've been kind of been on a good one lately, but I do believe that we are going to be having some sort of breakout to the upside very soon with a lot of these projects that we've been talking about. So definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, man, really excited. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate all of you tuning in today. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. As I mentioned, make sure to smash that like button for me. Billy says, bro, me and you cannot stop looking at our phones. Yeah, man, I look at my phone freaking 24/7. Yeah, I'm like the worst person to reach out to. Like it's kind of funny, right? It's like I check the charts literally 24/7, like every freaking 3 to 10 minutes. But yet, like, to get a hold of me, it's like probably like the hardest thing. Like I'll probably miss a phone call from you. I'll definitely miss a text message from you. You definitely won't hear from me for hours, or maybe even days, but I'm on my phone like almost all the time. It's actually quite funny. Billy Blockchain says, I guess that's the live on. Yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of the thing. When it comes to trading, a lot of people think it's just like kind of passive thing that you just like set it and forget it. And in my opinion, it's not, man. In my opinion, I think this is like the fucking most stressful shit ever. Like, when people ask me, like, should I go ahead and get into trading? I'm like, dude, you don't fucking want to get into trading. Like, trading sounds so cool, but it's like the most mind-fucked thing you could ever do yourself. Like, it's like the most mental freaking roller coaster you could really put yourself in. And if you're not like a person that knows how to keep it cool with your emotions, you're gonna freaking get wrecked in this market. Even sometimes this market gets to me. These last couple of days, the markets have been getting to me. Literally the last 2 days. Today it got to me. Yesterday it got to me. The market has been getting to me these last couple of days, and that's kind of the reason why I've been doing like the whole entire cold plunge and like the kind of relaxing and all that, because this is a freaking mental game. And if you're not like sleeping enough, if you're not exercising enough, which I got to get back into the gym and shit, this shit really does fuck you up mentally. So, you know, this trading thing is not the easiest, at least not for me. I know a lot of people like just enter trades, put stop losses, but I can't do that shit. I don't know. Maybe I have to work more on myself. But yeah, if anything, I think this is like the most stressful freaking thing you could do. Billy says you can't do that with futures, bro. You got to be glued to the charts. I agree. Set it and forget it is if you're holding stocks / coins. I agree. Yeah, when you're leverage trading, at least for me, the strategy when I've done like set it and forget it, I usually fucking get wrecked. So that's the reason why I'm freaking almost glued to my freaking chair, and I don't like to do much, because the times that I haven't been glued to a monitor are the times that I fucking lose money. So when I have an open trade, so usually when I have an open trade, I like to be around a computer, or at least be around in an area where I will be able to check my phone every couple minutes. Billy says, go to bed, bro. You look so tired. Yeah, I'm pretty freaking tired, man. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video live stream now. I appreciate